Hello Virgos, welcome to your monthly relationships reading. We're going to do cards and charms, and we'll just check in on any relationship area. We'll see what your angels and soul energies bring forward. So with people, places, food, physical health, whatever it might be. And then I'm going to use a deck of cards to check in on a specific person or situation that you have in mind or that comes to mind during the reading. I timestamp below, so if you want to just skip ahead to receive your messages, feel free. Otherwise, we'll hang out together while we get your cards and your charms. We'll start with the person or situation that's on your mind or comes to mind, and get some messaging around that, or them, or maybe a collective, who knows? Maybe you have a group of people in mind, or maybe multiple people are involved. I don't know. We'll see. And now we'll look at your relationship centers. What's going on with Virgos that you want to talk about or just bring to their forward of the awareness, right? Something to consider, something to think about, or validation maybe, something you have been thinking about, wondering about. Okay, interesting cut of the deck. Not kind of split it and cut it. Maybe there's a bit of a divide and conquer happening right now, or maybe that's a solution for you to kind of divide, and or maybe you're splitting yourself between one thing and another. That could be happening right now too. I just want to see if they want the heavy one here with us or not with us, like out of the way, or that's what I thought. Okay, so we'll just go around. We'll see what, when and where they want charms to add to the message. Sometimes I don't feel the movement, it just comes down. Okay. Okay, so just clean up. Oh, jeez. Making it difficult for me. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, we seem to be far away from the cards here all of a sudden. Not sure. Maybe I knocked the stand. Sorry about that. All right, so Virgos, relationships, what's going on? What are we talking about this month? Let's start with this kind of solo card that came from when I split the deck. And I was sharing in the intro part that maybe you're splitting yourself between two things, or maybe you feel like that's what's being asked of you. Or it could be a divide and conquer that's happening right now with you and your unit, your partner, your home unit, your work unit. So we have the magical pentagon here, and when I get this charm, it's all about endless kind of possibilities, limitless possibilities. You can approach this in more than one way. But also there's this beautiful unifying energy. So it's interesting that I started off with kind of talking about a unit, family unit. So maybe we're going to be talking about the dynamics happening right now in terms of like collaboration, teamwork, supporting each other, coming together. Maybe it's difficult to bring all the family members together. I don't know. Let's see here. Okay. Just try to, they have a nice shine on the cards, but they're nice cards. Okay. I feel like you're celebrating something here, Virgo, or should be celebrating something, or something's coming up, like maybe in 2026, that you should start planning now in order to coordinate and bring everybody together. So this would be like a milestone birthday year, a milestone anniversary year, a life milestone like a graduation, a marriage, a significant move, a big announcement, right? A new addition, a retirement party. I feel like there's something that they're just reminding you that there's a lot of different ways that you could approach how to celebrate it, I guess. How to maybe reach out, how to approach the invitations, how to approach your invitation list. But I feel like you need to start now, but it's not happening now. That's the odd thing, because they keep drawing me to the flowers, which is like next season. We're already out of the summer season here. We've already finished that here in Canada. So it feels like it's coming up, but you need this longer planning period time. And if it's not your event, then you play a significant role, right, in this unit. You play a significant role in planning this event. It could be like an annual work event that you need to get jumping on now, get started on now. It's going to be like a pretty magical moment. That's the nice thing. I think that's why they want you to start now, start thinking about it now, because that's such an important, or it will be an important magical moment, memory to build. Okay, so relationship with, I guess, proactivity, right? Planning and proactivity and coordination, teamwork. Next group, next topic. Let's see here. Okay, so I don't know if you're immersing yourself in something. Maybe that's why we started here, just to kind of lead into this topic, maybe pull yourself out. But the reason why I'm saying immersing is both the falling action, right, the continuous falling. It's connecting to the going down the rabbit hole lingo that we use to describe, nonstop kind of research and ongoing learning on a very specific topic, right? So something has gripped your interest right now. You're kind of going all in on one thing. It could also be an individual, like a connection. You could be going all in on them. I wonder if that's what the split the deck was. Split your don't give them all your time, all your energy, all your thought. Split, right? Give yourself some time to plan your own thing. But also the reading here, sort of the sitting and immersing herself in the literature. So again, some research. This could be academics. This could even be like going through like medical records, or maybe you're working on your family tree, so like ancestry. Like there's something that's got you dedicated here. It's got all your attention. Something, a singular topic that you're kind of focused here. You're seeking more information. You're not satisfied yet. You want to know more. You're still digging. You're just digging. You're not, I don't feel fulfilled. I don't feel like all my answers are, all my questions are answered here. They're pulling me down, or this cat is pulling me down here. It's kind of got like its nose crinkled up. I don't know why I'm seeing like the Chip and Dale cartoon characters, and how they animated their little nose wrinkles. You know how we animate like cute animals, like kind of curling their nose up at something. So I guess that kind of indicates like something smells, right? Maybe that's what you're digging. Maybe you're not satisfied because you feel like there's something missing, right? Something doesn't sit right with you about this situation or the information you've received so far. So it's definitely sitting on your mind with the emotions here. Don't really see you doing the activity with anyone, so maybe it's just something you do in your own time, and you have your own time, and that's kind of how you're spending it. Okay, I've got some time to myself, I'm gonna go read up more about this, I'm gonna go look back at stuff, I'm gonna try to figure this out until you're satisfied, until you're, what's the saying, curiosity killed the cat. So maybe this is a bit of a caution too, right? You don't want to be all consumed by this either. Okay, that's weird that they gave me that saying. Okay. So we have a heart that is growing in size. So this is something that reinvigorates you, injects some joy, some playfulness, some smiles and laughter into your day, into your season. I don't know if there's like some traditions that are coming up for you, Virgos, because the repetitiveness of the pattern, but it's a delightful pattern, right? These are traditions that you look forward to. So these traditions could be like hiking while the trees are turning all different colors, right? Sort of a seasonal hike that you do, or maybe there's a seasonal activity you pick up and start, but it's an injection of happiness. It's an injection of joy that you get each time that you return to these rituals that you get to do, these seasonal rituals. So probably your relationship with the season here, your relationship with others during the season. Let's see here. Okay. They're making me go like hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. Maybe that's why you're more content, right? As we head towards this period, we're heading into a season where you're not kind of fighting the temperature change. It's gonna kind of stabilize for you. I mean, it could be as simple as that for women watching the reading. I'll just go back to that hot, cold, hot, cold. Maybe you're in that stage with the flashes. So this is relationship with your body, your physical changes with the pocket watch there. So just acknowledging that you're working through that. But these moments, it's not going to restrict you. It's not going to keep you from enjoying the traditions. I think it's also if it's a relationship between you, or if there's like dueling personalities around you, like in our families and in our friend networks, right? We can have one friend that's very outgoing and another one that's more quiet and reserved. And if you're nervous about, how they interact when they're at the same gathering, there's a don't worry. The there'll be good times. There won't be awkwardness, I guess is what I'm trying to say. The tradition won't be ruined. You know, they'll be on their best behavior kind of thing. So a bit of a message there if you're anxious. But I feel more just like a delight, really looking forward to this season. So I guess the next, I don't know if it's the holiday, the festive season. You know, you have a very festive heart, so you get into it, or you're more of a fall, winter season activity person, or that temperament is just the weather temperament in your region at this time just suits you better. But if you're concerned about individuals that have sort of this opposites in traits and in personality, they're fine. They'll get along fine, or they're doing fine. However that relates to you. Okay, so let's move over to your person or your situation here. What comes to mind? So I'll start with the Love and Peace on the first card, the top card there. You're the one reading where a charm has fallen very directly on each one, so maybe I'll just go through one by one. Maybe they're associated that way. Maybe you have multiple people, multiple situations in mind, which is fine, that came to mind. So you have Love and Peace. So this is like a resolving of a conflict, finding resolution, finding your stability, bravery, ability to find peace, let it go. Okay, so we've got the Wheel of Fortune paired with that. So what I like about this card is the head is this way. So naturally, the Wheel of Fortune, all of us probably envision it rotating forward, right? Forward momentum. But you can see how he's stopped your wheel here. And where are we at? The fall, kind of winter season. So right in this season, there's this finding of peace, finding a resolution, ending of a conflict. That's going to happen because he's turned to stone here. He's kind of locked the wheel in place, right? So you will find whether it's inner peace on the situation or with the person, or you will get actual peace and resolution on the conflict here. But it seems like it's in the fall, winter season. So in the last half of this year, early 2026. Okay. So with the watermelon slice, this is about kind of bounty incoming from some seeds that you've been sowing. So this could be an idea that you've had, could be something you actually planted or started or saved away for. So you have some sort of karmic fruit, right? Karmic reward that's coming in here. Or for someone, if this is what you're asking about, a specific person. Okay, so look how the bear's head is kind of whiplashing here, snapping, right? Boom, snapping to look at the star. It kind of makes me feel like it's a falling star, even though we don't have the dust trail here, but maybe the angle's more of like a head-on collision, right? So the bear is suddenly aware of this falling star, this wish coming true, your karmic reward, right? You sowed your seeds, and then in comes the bounty here. So it could be very literal. Maybe you make a product, and this is the season that you sell it. So this is customers, right? Catching attention of your wares being available. So your falling star is the prosperity here, the fruits of your labor. So success in sales. So that situation, if that's a situation that's coming up for you, there's a lot of handcraft shows and whatnot coming up. I know a lot of people have been starting to sell their baked goods as well on social marketplaces to make money. So there's that. This could be a trip that you've planned, and this could be, stars aligning so that you have a beautiful, wonderful trip. This could be like winning money. Like if you're someone that kind of likes to regularly play, right? You play your same numbers. Something that you put a little attention on here. You give it a little attention. So if it's your savings, then this is a really nice annual report on your sort of the status of your wealth and your estate, your investment portfolio. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. And then we have choose strength. So this is a reminder of sort of the courage and the bravery sometimes is in different ways, right? Sometimes not taking action or not speaking up is the more courageous thing to do, or actually standing up, protesting, whatever it might be, is the right thing to do. But there's this quiet inner strength that they're reminding you of, the ability you have. And they're pairing that here with the white whale. I don't know if you keep putting off facing a conflict here, a challenge, but this feels like a gentle reminder, a quiet reminder that you have what it takes, you have what it needs to deal with this, head on, right? Just like the whale, just reach, reach out, connect, say what you need to say, whatever this is. There's they don't want you to avoid this situation. I'm just seeing if it's, because we have the ending here of some kind of like a finality that brings you peace. So I was wondering if it was this, but it feels separate, just the way the charms fell very separate. It feels like 3 separate people or scenarios that you're kind of wondering about, I've been thinking about lately, because this one very much feels separate. So there's, maybe this is like a work situation that you want to deal with head on. Maybe this is a family situation or vice versa. And then down here's your opportunities that are coming up that maybe you were curious about or wondering about. Do you think it's still possible for me to take that trip? Yes. Do you think it's still possible for me to be fortunate this season in one area or another? There's something about you asking about whether or not you're going to be fortunate, you're going to be lucky. And we've got both the star and the watermelon. So it's a lot of peace, peace and resolution, and some magic here. Don't forget this planning, this big milestone here that they don't want you to forget about, that's coming up, that they want you to put some energy into planning, energy into unifying, reconnecting, working with others. So we'll check in next month and see where you're at.